Hello, and welcome to Morning Motivation. I'm your host, Dakiana Jackson, small business marketing coach and founder of Inspired Marketing Inc. Today's morning motivation is all about being your authentic self. In fact, it's titled, Why You're Not a Fraud, Even When You Feel Like It Sometimes. Some time ago, I came across an article titled, How to Stop Feeling Like a Fraud by a woman named Lydia Dishman. In it, she talks about how even some of the most successful people think they're not worthy of the success they've achieved. These were people like Denzel Washington and Meryl Streep, award-winning entertainers who had reached the top of their careers. These are household names. But despite all the fame, they still felt like frauds. Honestly, I feel that way about myself sometimes too, and I'm pretty sure you also have those doubtful moments. I realize that sometimes these feelings come from insecurity or a lack of confidence in your abilities. It could be that you've let the naysayers and dream killers speak so much death over your vision that you even started to doubt it. Other times, you feel like a fraud because you're not being your authentic self. Instead, you're wearing a mask. You're being the person you think you have to be in order to be successful and not the person you really are. This process of transforming into someone who isn't you doesn't happen overnight, and it usually isn't even deliberate. It can start with something as simple as investing in your own personal development. That sounds good, right? We're supposed to invest in ourselves. You start studying other business owners, you start reading books and staying knowledgeable about what's going on in your industry, because the goal is to take what you've learned and then apply it to your own business. Unfortunately, that's not always what happens. Instead, you pick a few of your favorite business leaders and copy what they do. Are they leading weekly webinars? Then I'm going to start leading weekly webinars, whether I have the time or not. Are they writing a blog post today? Well, then I'm going to write a blog post today too, even if nobody's reading it. Somebody will, eventually, I think. Are they doing speaking engagements across the country every weekend? Oh, well, I'm going to start booking myself everywhere that needs a speaker. I miss my kids and I really don't like to travel, but it worked for them, right? That is not the way to success, and it often leads to disappointment. You are supposed to be the best you for your customers, not the best carbon copy of someone else. I want you to take a good, long look in the mirror. Who's in the reflection? Is it you or an imitation? If you think you're guilty of imitating someone else instead of operating authentically in your business, here are 3 ways to get back on track. Number 1, remember how far you've already come by being yourself. Chances are you've already overcome some hurdles in your life and in your business. You may even have some happy customers out there. If so, when you're scared to raise your prices because you think no one will pay for what you're selling, when you're worried to hit publish on that ebook because you think no one will read it, when you're hesitant to announce that your new program is coming soon because you're scared no one will believe you're qualified to teach it, read over a past client testimonial. See how much of an impact you had on that client and know that you do the same for many others. If that doesn't work, call up one of your cheerleaders. We all need somebody in our lives who is going to help pick us up no matter how far down we feel. Really, sometimes we need to see ourselves through someone else's positive eyes. Call that one person who you know will tell you, you are the best business person I know. You can do it. Number 2, use your own vocabulary. I know this sounds silly, but I cannot tell you how many times I've heard my small business friends use buzzwords in their marketing materials that I know they would never use in real life. If you don't normally use terms like awesome sauce, yummy, wowzers, delicious, or a host of other things that I'm sure you've probably heard too, leave them out of your business. It may read well, but you won't feel genuine doing it. Number 3, give yourself permission to stop and change directions. This can be the hardest one, especially if you've built part of your business around following someone else's methods. Remember, if this is not leaving you fulfilled, it's okay to stop. If you know you should be doing something different, it's okay to change direction and get back on the right path. Take inventory of what makes you happy. Check in with your current or potential clients to learn what they'd love to see more of from you, and promise yourself to be authentic at all times. Again, the 3 ways to get back to you are: 1. Remember how far you've already come. 2. Use your own vocabulary versus popular jargon. And 3. Give yourself permission to stop and change directions at any time. Live your best life, not an imitation. This has been Dakiana Jackson with your morning motivation. If you need help marketing your business, or even just a little motivation to keep going, contact me at www.inspiredmarketinginc.com. Until next time, have a blessed day.